Did you know there is a Robin Hood in Punjab? His name was Dulla Bhatti and he was more than a Robin Hood. He was a leader, Punjab's own William Wallace. Never heard of him? That's because he was not mentioned in history. We know about Dulla from the folk tales, folk songs, and oral history of the people of Punjab for the last 400 years. Dulla's father's name was Farid and his mother's was Lordy, and they were Rajput landlords. Dulla was born in Pindi Battiya, present-day Pakistan in the 16th century. It is about 128 kilometers west of Lahore and was a stronghold of Bhatti landlords at the time. Dulla's father Farid and grandfather Sandal led a resistance against the Mughals. Both were brutally killed and their bodies were tied up and hung at the royal fort. The word Mughal in Persian refers to the Mongol and Turkish tribes who had invaded and ruled Punjab at that time. Dulla was born 4 months after his father's death. It is said that Akbar's sons Sheikhu and Dulla were born on the same day, and Dulla and Sheikhu were raised by Lordy in the royal court. But if we take a look at the dates carefully, when Dulla was born in 1547, Akbar was only 5 years old, and Sheikhu was born in 1569. In any event, Dulla learned from his mother about the lifetime struggles of his father and grandfather with the Mughal regime and recognized his goals and calling. The reason for Dulla's rebellion was Akbar's taxation system. This forced farmers to give 1/3 of their crop to the king when it had been only 1/6 earlier, and if the crop was damaged for any reason, the farmers would bear the loss. Under the new system, the farmers were frustrated and soon joined with Dulla, and together they started stealing goods and ammunition from the royal caravans and started distributing them among the poor farmers. In 1584, Akbar changed the capital from Fatehpur Sikri to Lahore in order to control Dulla's resistance. Akbar was successful as he managed to imprison Dulla and order his killing. When Ali Malik, the police chief, chained Dulla, Shah Hussain, a Sufi poet who was present there, asked him to stop. The man didn't, and Shah Hussain cursed him, saying, "You won't live beyond this evening." These details are described in the book The Haqiqat-e-Chisti. At this point, Shah Hussain said the following verses.
Mastak jinnah de pai fakiri, paag dinah de change, jo range so range, kahe Hussain fakir saईं da, takht na milda mange, jo range so range.
Dulla continued to speak against Akbar till his last breath, and when the police chief told this to Akbar, Akbar was furious and ordered his hanging too. Dulla Bhatti is buried in the cemetery of Miani Sahib in Lahore. Today, Dulla Bhatti in the festival of Lordy is remembered for Dulla's bravery. In the months of Desi Magh and January, Lordy is celebrated with great enthusiasm in Punjab. It is a seasonal festival which signifies the end of winter. Lordy has been celebrated with Bhangra, a traditional Punjabi dance, and songs in Lalpur for many years. In Punjab, they light a fire in the cold at night and sit around and eat roasted peanuts with sweet, hard candy. During the day, the little kids go around the neighborhood asking for sweets and singing songs in memory of Dulla.
Sundar mundariye ho, tera kaun vichara ho, Dulla Bhatti wala ho, Dulle di tii veai ho, ser shakkar pai ho.
The social situation in the 16th century was so poor that some wealthy people would snatch girls from poor households or threaten their parents. Something similar happened to Sundar Mundri, daughter of a local villager who was being forced to marry an old landlord. When Dulla was asked by her father, Molk Chand, for help, Dulla intervened by preventing that from happening and helping arrange a wedding with a more fitting man. Dulla came as a messiah for the poor farmers. People praised Dulla and sang folk songs like Dulle Diwar by Ashik Jat and his son Fazl Jat. In western Punjab, renowned author Najm Hussain Syed composed a play on Dulla Bhatti, Takht Lahore. Professor Asad Salim Sheikh from Pindi Battiya wrote Dulle Diwar in Urdu and has been translated into English. Baldev Singh Sardaknama's Tava Delhi de Kingre won the Indian Academy Literary Award for his book in 2011. Dharam Singh Goraya wrote the book Dulla Bhatti, the People's Hero. He visited the native village of Dulla and his 12th generation descendants. He helped set up Dulla's statue and establish a Sangat which would honor and encourage children to write about Dulla and get scholarships. Dulla Bhatti was the hero of Punjab. Although there is no sign of Dulla's name in the history books of schools and colleges, his memory is fresh as if it happened yesterday. He is a folk hero whose life story has inspired Punjabis over the last 4 centuries. His biography reminds us of the Punjab in which an ordinary farmer hoped to live with courage and pride. Even today, the songs of his bravery are evidence of the people's history of Punjab, and Dulla Bhatti continues to inspire yet another generation.